turn to our top story now, the flooding on the Somerset levels. And as we were saying, Sir Graham Watson, the local MEP, is trying to get relief from Strasbourg, and he joins me now from the European Parliament. Good evening to you. What sort of assistance are you looking for?
Well, the European Union has a solidarity fund which has over £400 million in it this year. When we had flooding in Gloucestershire back in 2007, we managed to draw down some 30 million to help with the costs of the clean-up. And I'm pressing the Environment Secretary and the Floods Minister to apply again to the European Solidarity Fund. After all, our taxpayers pay into it to get the kind of help that the Germans and the Czechs had last year when they had severe flooding in their countries.
How much damage do you think is being caused in Somerset in terms of monetary value? What would you be looking in return from the EU?
I'm not sure that I could quantify Somerset or Devon or Cornwall or Dorset, but my guess, looking at the severity of the floods compared to Gloucestershire, is that if we wanted to draw down 50 or 60 million from the fund, we would have a good case for doing so.
You see,
Clearly the Treasury has to get organised.
Forgive me for interrupting. I'd asked that because I spoke to the government this afternoon, and they said, but this fund is for catastrophes, and the mark at which you can get relief is €3 billion worth of damage.
Well, look, there was certainly not that amount of damage caused in Germany or the Czech Republic last year. They got relief. When we applied for Gloucestershire 5 years ago, we got £30 million in relief. There is no reason why we shouldn't apply this time. I know why the Treasury doesn't want to do this, because they fear they will lose a little off the UK's rebate every year. But frankly, with the public finances in the way they are, we would be mad not to apply for this funding to help the businesses and the communities who have been affected.
So when the government said to me this afternoon that it needed to be £3 billion in damage before you are eligible to apply, they're plain wrong, are they?
Well, I will check this out, and I'll talk to the Commissioner, Commissioner Hahn, but my recollection from 2007 and from what happened in flooding last year is that the damage was not of that order. It would be interesting to quantify the damage in the southwest. Certainly the damage to businesses has been very, very considerable, not only in premises flooded, but also in travel disruption and so on.
Thanks.
But we have every right to apply for this funding, and I don't believe that that 3 billion figure is an accurate one.
OK, €3 billion, they told me. Thank you. Is it wet in Strasbourg?
It's not wet in Strasbourg. It's actually a rather pleasant, if cold, week.
OK, thank you very much indeed for joining us, and let's catch up on our forecast with Ian, who's up on the roof.